Does that make sense? That's the first thing. Second thing is this. Sam Altman is trying to get more people to use ChatGPT. And what do people really, really want? They want sex. Okay? So what he's proposing is to turn ChatGPT into a sex robot. Okay, to get more users. Because that's all they care about. How to increase intensity, engagement, how to create more users, and how to make money. Because only by controlling the world can we create AGI. And once we have AGI, we can make the world perfect. Okay, that's the logic here. All right, something else about OpenAI and AI in America is that it works actually very closely with China, okay, in two ways. The first way is that in order to get more money from the government, in order to get more media attention, OpenAI and other AI companies scare Americans into believing that if America doesn't do it, China will do it. China will create God, okay? In fact, they spend a lot of money doing this. So this is from Wired magazine, and it's an article talking about how OpenAI uses a lot of money in order to pay the media to frame Chinese AI as a threat, okay? But while it's doing that, it's working closely with China in order to create AI. Why? Because I already told you that what AI needs is clean data. It needs a lot of data. And unfortunately in America, they have things like such as privacy, okay? So this is a school in Hangzhou, and they have cameras all over Hangzhou looking at people's faces and trying to judge people's moods based on their facial expressions. And there's a lot of money behind this, okay? They're trying to figure out who's sleeping, who's studying. And it sounds good because this will lead to higher test scores. But obviously you couldn't do that in America because the parents would be very, very angry, okay? So even though these are Chinese companies that are doing this, they're working very closely with American companies. Because American companies need this data in order to better develop their AI. Okay, so does that make sense?